So as you're coming down the road, this is my neighbor's house, and this is the end of his vinyl fence. And then this lot right here is the quarantine lot. Right now there's only one horse in there. She gets fed twice a day. She has a round bale and a big tote of water. This is the gate you would go in. If you want to crawl over the gate, come down here to the side where the hinges are, crawl over here, but don't touch the hot wire. Her food is in that black plastic tote. She gets a can of it each day. There's a feed pan inside that metal pin, that pipe pin. And she can go all the way down there. And this is pasture number 7. When you see it all written out, you'll understand. Then you proceed down the road. At the white mailbox, you'll turn left into my driveway. As you turn it left into my driveway, I have a plastic tote sitting here that says packages on it. There's a little orange flag sticking out of it. If the flag is on the ground, that means that there's packages in there. If you want to take them out and put them in the camper, and put the little flag back so it stays there. That way we know when there's packages delivered. The driveway is a circle drive. The gate will be closed. Since it is a circle, on this side there is a hot wire, and that is hot. It needs to be up. So that was pasture number 7 that we just saw when we were up on the road. The pastures start numbering on the right. This is pasture number 1. Right now there's a curly stallion in here, and he's running the fences. So he's losing weight since it's spring, but he is locked in while we are gone, so we don't have to worry about any escapees. And there are mares on the other side of a double fence next to him. The ducks and geese get this pond, and Prince is the big white dog on the chain. He's on a cable run that goes the length of his pen, and he can go into 2 shelters. He'll have food and water, so you won't have to worry about that. Titus can come in this little pen here. There's his water, there's his hay. Here is the gate, and how it hooks is there's a chain that goes through that rope, and this clips to the chain. Just rolls open. Make sure when you leave, you lock it after you, or you can lock it while you're here if you feel more comfortable with it being closed. Titus is in pasture 1. There's where his hay goes. His grain goes in the pink bucket. If you grain, there's his water trough. It plugs in with a quick connect, so if it's not hooked into that quick connect and it's into the tank, you'll have to watch it so it doesn't overflow. Here is his hay. These are big square flakes. This one is 1/2 of a flake folded in half, so this is the size of 1/4 of a flake. He can get that whole thing if he's eaten that down. Here is the camper if you need to leave any packages in there. Here is pasture number 2. It's the borders. Right now there's 5 in here, 3 red horses, a buckskin, and a brown horse. There is a gate through that opening there that they can go out into their pasture, which goes down over the hill all the way to the creek. It goes alongside Titus's, and then it goes over here alongside the mare pasture. And that will be left open while we're gone so they can go out and eat grass. This hot wire here needs to stay up all the time. We have 2 horses that run loose on the property, and this keeps them from going down the driveway and aggravating the stallions. It is a hot wire handle. It is metal on the end, and it needs to hook to the metal hot wire fence. not the T-post. So this was pasture number 2. This is their hay lot, and then it goes down over the hill into their grass. This is the grain storage, grain bin, feed shed, which has got freezers of feed in it. This is pasture number 3. It's just a small pasture. It's got these 3 young horses in it and a round bale. Pasture 2 and pasture 3 share tanks. So right now we have the black tank and the white tote I'm filling right now. The electric fence box for pastures 1, 2, and 3 is in this feed shed over here in the corner. It generally runs on the edge of the red. As long as you can still hear it clicking, then it's working. Okay, after checking the fence box, when you get here, after you've just eyeballed that everybody's in those 3 pastures, you could come turn the water on. You'll come through this back gate, the back of the house. And that wire there is hot. So I locked the gate behind me. At the back of the house, there is a faucet with a splitter, and this splitter goes to all the tanks up front here. So this one goes around and fills up the water for the pasture 6 and pasture 7. This one goes to pen number 5 that has the 4 Mustang mares in it. This goes to the pastures 2 and 3 with the boarders and the babies. This one goes to this bucket of water for the dogs. This one goes to pasture number 1 for Titus. His is full right now, so it's turned off, but in line with the way the water flows is up and down. Turn it sideways, that's cutting it off. That means that water is off. And this water is off right now. Otherwise, that would be on because it's in line with the way the water flows from there down to the hose. And this is off. So you can turn those off there, or you can turn both of them off right here. So when you come turn the water on, you need to make sure the correct ones are on. If Titus's is full, this could stay off. If that's full, that could stay off. So that one's harder to turn. Easier to turn those. But this goes to the borders, pasture 2 and 3 that's filling right now. The white tote and the black tank is full. This goes to pen number 5, which I'll show you that pen in a minute. This goes to pasture 6 and 7. So those are running right now. Then the pastures down back, the mare pasture, the boys pasture. This is the corner of the house. Around the corner of the house, there's a shed. There's a T-handle here. You need to turn it righty-tighty, turns off. And you just barely turn it till you can hear the water quit, and then turn it on. It goes to the left. I already had it on, so I turned it off and then I turned it back on. It is on now. We'll go check this tote that goes up to the girls in pen number 5. You can't see it from here. You'll have to go out of the yard here, around by the tractor to look and see. And then there's the swimming pool for the dogs. We'll have that with water in it also. Once you come out of the yard, straight down the drive is the mare pasture. On the right, which is up over the hill, you can see the mares up on the hill. There's going to be 7 mares out there. And the other side of the road, straight down the road, goes up around the ponds. There's 2 ponds, and that's where the 2 loose horses will be running around, either up at the ponds or in the hayfield. The boy pasture is up on the left side of the drive. The mare pasture is on the right. Right now, their tank is almost full. You never want to fill it more than 50% of what it's got. So we try to keep it at least 3/4 full. And we have goldfish in there. And then the boys They're up there. There's 7 of them. Right now they're at the top of the hill there. It goes up to the hay bales and then back down. Their tote is right there. So right now we'll walk up that way and make sure the splitter switches are on to fill these, but they're already full, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll show you where those are at. So we've walked up between the alley and the boy pasture. The boy pasture is over here on my right. There's 7 horses. In between where you see all the trees, there's 2 ponds. Their fence goes on this side of the pond. The mare's fence goes on the other side. There's a pasture up there. We've got 2 horses running loose. They may be up there. But the boy pasture should have 7 horses. This is Mustang pen number 3. And here is the hydrant that feeds all the tanks, all the horses back in the back half of the property. So right now, the red hose is on. That goes to the mares, the geldings, or the boy pasture, the mare pasture, and pen 1 and 2. This goes to pen 3 and 4. And the float is not good, so you need to watch that and make sure it doesn't overflow. Right now, the mares and everything are full, so I'm going to turn that side off. This one goes to the training pens. And theirs is full right now. Training pen 1 is empty. Training pen 2 has the gray horse. Their tank is full. Pen 3 has the pregnant mare. She's got a round bale. I'm also giving her some supplement hay. I'll get out of the bus. Pen number 4, 5, 6, and 7 are empty. There's the pony pen. It's got 3 ponies in it. Right now their tank is pretty full. The water pressure isn't very good up here, so you really have to turn that other hydrant off if you need to run a lot of water up here. There is a float, and this hose goes to it. And you can lift this handle up, but like I said, it's hard to lift. It's pretty stiff. They've got plenty of water. We've got plenty of mud because of all the rain. Then, past the pony pen, that opening goes out to the hayfield. Shane and Gunner. Sometimes from up here you can see behind the truck is just the playground. Nobody's in it right now. Up here is the hayfield and the bales of hay storage. Sometimes you can see if Gunner and Shane are out here. Looks like hoof prints heading out. I don't see fresh hoof prints heading back, so I'm assuming they are out here. There's the llama. Sometimes they're way up in that corner by the trees. Sometimes you can just holler for them and they'll come running. Shane! Gunner! Hi, Dalai Lama. Yeah, I see footprints going out that are pretty fresh. But I don't see anything coming back, so I'm assuming they're out here someplace. And they can go all the way back. There's a group of trees they can be in. There's trees along the back they could be in. And that tree line over there is the boundary. And this tree line comes down here. It's along the boys' pasture. The other day they were up in this corner. Apparently the grass up there was really good, but no telling where they're at. So in this pasture, this is the boy pasture. You can see There's Beamer and Buddy, so that's 2. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's one more. He's probably behind the trees someplace. So it'll be 3 bay horses. So there's the big bay. He's probably up around the top of the pond because that's closest to the mares. But there's 7 out there. When the mares are not down here, the biggest bay, he's a freshly gelded horse. He would be down here with the mares. Since the mares are up at the top of their pasture, he is probably up there around the storage container. It goes that direction. It goes to the right behind that storage container. Because I see 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's probably up around behind the storage container. The mama is just in one of these feeding pens, and she's free to go if she wants. This gate's not closed. These are what I call the training pens. But right now there's 4 empty ones, and then 1 is empty also. So 5 empty training pens, and then just the pregnant mare and the gray and white mare. This is the back of the bus. Open the handle, go in. And this is where we see what the fence is at. It's a 6.9, and it varies back and forth. Yesterday it was jumping from 7 to 5. So as long as it's staying up in there and it sounds good and a heavy good click, it's working. If you're ever in doubt about the fence working, you could take like this extra handle here, hang it on the fence, and then touch it against a T-post, or vice versa. Touch it against a T-post, and yep, it's working. So I took one end, it's got a plastic handle, so you're okay. I take one end, put it against the fence, the other against the T-post. You know it's working. This extra handle is just laying right on top of here. Hi, Fantasia. Her hay that I give her extra of because it just tastes better. She gets a round bale full free choice, and then she gets some of this hay in the bus. You got to push the door in. Pull it a little bit. Turn that. And this door is hard to open. I'm giving her this kind of hay right here with the orange strings. There's wasps in here. If you're allergic to wasps, don't come in here. They don't bother you. They're just mud daubers. They've got these mud dauber nests. But this hay here is Timothy. It's what I'm giving her. So I will give her this half bale right now. But she'll probably have it all ate by tomorrow morning. She likes this hay way better than the big bale. Hi, Fantasia.